Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Haley Lapointe. Here's an update on your work week forecast, which does include a major nor'easter set to impact us late tomorrow night and continue all the way through Tuesday and even into early on Wednesday before things finally slow down. We're looking at significant heavy wet snow, especially to the north and to the west of Manchester, where it likely stays all snow, and the consistency of the snow will be that wet, pasty snow. So it's going to be tough for shoveling and may also mean that we could see some power outages, not only because of the heavy wet snow, but also wind being a component with this storm system. Some strong gusts possible up to 40, even 45 miles per hour as the storm system actually intensifies on top of us. The result will be difficult and messy travel likely, especially through the day on Tuesday, which of course is town meeting day. So there will be some big impacts on that on Tuesday. There is a winter storm watch that's posted for pretty much everywhere in the state. The only exception, Coahoma County, simply because there will just be less of an impact there, and so likely it's just light snow and much less in the way of even wind there too. The storm center will be down just off the coast of southern New England, so the closer you are to that, meaning in southern New Hampshire, probably the worst conditions will likely be. We're starting to see clouds increase. It was a beautiful Sunday with bluebird skies and even some mild temperatures in the 40s, close to 50 in some spots. But the storm system, it hasn't even totally formed yet, but the energy is out there over the Great Lakes down through the southeastern U.S., and eventually that will come together and form this nor'easter just off of the Cape Cod and the islands as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours. So here's Futurecast. You can see what's going to happen here. Overnight, the clouds are increasing, but it's dry tomorrow morning and through much of the first half of the day on Monday. Then in the afternoon, we're going to start to see some of these spotty showers or even some snow showers up north. Really, this is just the beginning of the storm system. It's not even really ramping up. That comes after dark. Look at this, a plume of some heavy snow in the Monadnock region, but then rain at Manchester south and east. And this is how it will linger through a lot of the overnight on Monday, but that's why we will likely have some of the heaviest amounts of snow in the Monadnock region, where it stays snow the entire time and where it snows the longest. Notice this, 7 a.m. on Tuesday, it may not even have snowed yet through central and northern New Hampshire. But watch this. As the storm kind of blossoms and intensifies, look at this heavy plume of moisture and snow moving across the state right off of the ocean, really. So you can see that these darker shades of blue indicating very heavy snowfall around noontime in southern and central areas of the state. And that does lift northward. So yes, you'll get light snow in the northern part of the state in Coahoma County, but just not nearly as much as what we likely will see in the jackpot zone in the Monadnock region. It slowly dwindles as we go overnight into early on Wednesday. Here's our latest snowfall map. We made one small change with the new data that came in this afternoon and this evening. I'm thinking this 4 to 8 inch area likely will extend just into Concord, but then about 8 to 12 inches when you get through, say, the White Mountains, down through Laconia, Rochester, even Manchester in this, and then the heaviest amounts of snow will be in that light pink area, which is essentially Jaffrey up into Peterborough and right in the southern edge of the Sunapee area, 12 to 18 inches. Lesser amounts where we mix with rain, Portsmouth and the southeastern part of the state, and also lesser amounts to the north and to the west where you're just further away from the storm center. The travel impacts, of course, will be high on Tuesday because of just this heavy wet snow coming through. And in terms of the winds, look at that, up near 45 miles per hour and maybe even some places gusting to close to 50 out at the coast late on Tuesday as the storm system actually exits and moves away. So we've got the impact and alert weather through this storm system early on Wednesday. We clear out, it'll be breezy, and then it's quieter as we get into the latter half of the week with temperatures back in the 40s.